probably can't see what I have right here, but it definitely says 10/8/22, which means that's October 8th, 2022. Now, when you buy one of those things, like a pitch pipe like I have on the ground right here, and like a Roadrunner case, which I have right here, and a Les Paul Studio Edition, kind of, you don't really want to play it. Why? Because the camera keeps moving. Look, I can turn the camera around. Jingle bells, dueling banjo. Dueling banjo. That's Norwegian wood. Doesn't sound like it's in tune, does it? Looks pretty good though, right? One thing you learn when you're young, don't turn your back. Nope. Don't turn your back because someone is always a half step behind you. You know, it's two steps forward, one step back. Nope. It's two steps backward, one step forward. Now, all these influencers, like let's say Instagram, all those, ABC News, NBC News, Fox News, PHL 17 News, CNN, let's see, Microsoft.com. What else you got? Anything.com. Anybody can have their own website these days. Facebook.com, Instagram, what else? There's Reddit now. What's the other ones? Yeah, when you see the YouTube channel, you're like, wow, there's another app coming. Every day you got another developer telling you, damn, you got another app in the queue? No one cares what it says on this thing. Nope. No one cares about any other people. Now, if you go onto this side of this laptop, you'll realize this is a guitar. That is not a cell phone. Nope. That's a notebook computer. Yeah, people steal notebooks, computers. When you go into a nursing home, you'll find out that people steal stuff. I know because it happened to somebody I know. Like they took what they needed. But you ever hear that thing? Nice guys always finish last. Only take what you need. We need more toilet paper. We need more toothpaste. We need more towels. We need more experts, right? So everyone is an expert, right? Everyone's got to be an expert. If you're not an expert by the time you're 40, you better start getting term life insurance. Because if you have a family, you're saying, what? What do you mean? My kids aren't insured yet? You're a 40-year-old virgin? What? Now you look at some of these people, never been married, never had kids, no nothing. And you're going to wonder, why in the world would they get married? Did you know that when we were kids, we were so dumb? We used to fight with the mosquito spray. And now they're complaining about, what are they complaining about? This is Camp Lejeune, right? So, one of these other people, when they get out of the army, yeah, they pass it down to all your relatives. So I ended up with this one blanket, and I knew it was tainted. It was tainted with what they call, I don't know, what they spray the Army and the Navy and all these Marine blankets with. They spray them so they don't get like bugs and chemicals and stuff. Kept it for years. Kept it for years. Now, when you have an uncle, you probably have an aunt, right? Uncle, aunt. Now, whoever doesn't believe that Microsoft is still #1 in the world, you got a lot to learn. Well, you could say, let's see, GitHub, what is it, Stack Overflow, Visual Studio, well, of course, Office 365 itself. Well, of course, we got Google Docs now, which is everybody wants to say, go Google this. Go Google this. Somebody tells you, go check my website. I'm like, what? He tells me, dude, go Google it. I'm like, what do you? It's a bad search engine. They'll lead you to the search engine that doesn't exist. So if you look at that thing over there, it says FILA, Fila. If you look over here, it says Nike, Adidas, Adidas, Alibaba. Who else we got? Nike, Adidas, Puma, Fila, of course, Hanes for your room. Well, of course, Pro Walker, Reebok, well, Tommy Hilfiger, Paisley ties, long ties, short ties, locking strap. Of course, everything you need, and you're not a government employee yet. Damn, unemployment spiked. The market's at what? Looks like it's white, right? Nope. Warren Gray. Close though. Yeah. Anybody who doesn't know what a C chord is, right? Yep, they hold these guitars like this. So the one time I'm standing there with a Jackson Flying V at my old townhouse before I sold it. I'm going like this with it, playing it like this. Flying V, Jackson Flying V, with that thing. They're very different. I got a picture of it somewhere. No locking strap. They lock from the bottom. They cut the strings on both sides. Yeah, because this is the top where they normally cut them. This is the bottom where they, strap them in. Not on one of those things with the whammy bars. They have the lock in. It's called a locking tuner. You have to actually physically cut the strings, which is almost impossible because you actually need a string cutter. Now you're wondering how much this thing weighs, right? Well, this thing's probably, I don't know, maybe 8 pounds. You ever see these musicians who know how to use a mirror to their advantage, right? So me, if you catch it in the right direction, you can actually blind the person with a mirror guitar. That's why they put the spotlights on the mirrors because it reflects light. So everybody who has a mirror knows you can put a flashlight into it and you can see in infinite directions. It's true. Go ask a physics teacher. They'll tell you the same thing. It's called reflection of light. Physics, meniscus, meniscus, hibiscus, hibiscus, fluid dynamics, electromechanics, kinematics, materials, well, Calc 1, 2, 3, and 4, numerical analysis, 52 differential equations, and of course, none of these chemistry, biology, psychology, what else you got? Well, of course, probability and statistics. And by the time you're in junior year, you're like, oh no, oh no, no, I'm below 2.0, my parents are crying. So you're sitting there as a freshman saying, geez, man, my older brother, what, he's already graduated? He went to a different school. What school did you go to? Well, the people on Facebook could, well, I've been to school this, I've been to school that. A bunch of liars, basically. You can put up any any single lie you want on Facebook. Instagram, same thing. So the latest thing they told me on Instagram is don't put it up, basically. So all of a sudden they legalize something, and all of a sudden Instagram hits the roof. Then of course you have Twitter, which I would never sign up for, right? So Twitter is one of these, Tweety birds. Yeah, tweet, 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 Rocket Robin. Now, let me tell you the story of how you use a machine gun, right? We used to play games when we were kids, like Army, Navy, chicken fights, that kind of stuff. Right up in creek, basketball. We were brutal. Tarzan swing, ditches, playground sets, trying to flip yourself over the playground set, having somebody on the back of you trying to push you over. When you do one of these things, when you're swinging on a regular swing and you go, whoa, I'm trying to flip it over the thing. It can be done. We used to do it as kids. And then you learn, you go back to where you grew up and you're like, oh my gosh. The whole thing is overgrown with weeds. Nothing. I mean, just completely overgrown. And then you're shocked. You're like, say, what? The local municipality didn't cut it? Then all of a sudden you're like, homeowners association. See why? Wi-Fi.